I never had a single commissioner ever walk into my office and say to me, Mr. Mayor, please cut my budget. Never. Even the good ones, the really good ones, never said, gee, I'd like a 10% cut, just for the heck of it. I never had a legislator in the city council or the state legislature come and say to me, hey, Mayor, how about we cut some more? I got plenty of them coming to me asking for this program and that program and another program, and I had commissioners who had great ideas and they needed another million or 10 or 20 million for it. So the point of this is if it doesn't come from the top, it doesn't happen. So I would start every year with a cut. I'd impose a cut on all my agencies, 5 to 20%, depending on the year. Because I knew if I did that, I'd get them to start economizing. I'd get them to start prioritizing. I'd get them to start figuring out where they could save money. And I would do that with the federal government. I'd exempt the military and I'd exempt Homeland Security right now. Because, and when I was mayor, I largely exempted the police department because I had a city that was the crime capital of America, and I had to turn it into a safe city. So you have to have priorities. But within those priorities, you can still do real cuts. And finally, there's one way in which we could make a cut, and nobody else is talking about this except one other person, the president of France. I'm serious. The president of France and I have the same idea, and we got it separately. We did not talk to each other about it. About 42% of the federal employees are coming up for retirement in the next 8 years. Well, I'd only replace half of them. I'd cut out half the positions. And you say, oh, gee. So how can you do that? We're talking about civilian employees now, not military, about civilian. How can you do that? You can do it, how about just with the idea that we now have computers and technology, and businesses have all made these cuts. Businesses now operate with fewer people and they're more productive. That's why, and we have more jobs as a result of it. Well, government's never done that. Government hasn't gone through that, particularly not the civilian agencies of the federal government. So I would try every strategy I could to reduce, number one, the size of government, and then if I succeeded in significantly reducing the growth, I probably will have accomplished something. If I can reduce the size, I'd be real happy with that too.